Hello everyone, my name is Tyler2022 and this will be a quick guide on the 5-Shot Harrier strat, and you can use this on a hard or below, and this is being done on the HD collection version, but this can be done on Sons of Liberty and on PC. Just a little note though, on the PC there is less lag, so it's going to be a little bit harder to actually get some of these shots off, because you have to react a lot faster, whereas on here, there will be lag, so you can have some time to actually adjust your shot. But first, I'm just going to show you what this is going to look like. So the plan here is that by the end, I want to have it to where you can consistently either get to the missile spam phase and he'll only have one hit left, or you would just kill him before the missile phase even begins. So I'm going to let you guys just watch this real quick, and then I will talk about it afterwards, and we will dissect this. And that's the Harrier fight. As you can see, did not even get to the missile spam phase, and he is already done. So let's go back to the beginning here real quick. I'm going to mute the game audio, and I'm going to slow this down about half speed. Dissect this. So very first thing that you should take note of, and this is before the fight even begins, you want to end the sensor sniping on the SOCOM. Reason being is that there is a pop-out strat to actually do to get one of the quick shots off, and you would need the SOCOM. So what I do personally is, during the sniping section, the sensor directly behind and above you, I save that one last, so that way I can just use the SOCOM to actually get that one, so that way you would have it here, and you just have to press R2, and then menu up to the stinger, and that's just faster menuing in general, and it's just better. So, again, pressing R2, I'm already at the SOCOM here. I grab the stinger, and then I menu up to it. Now, the Harrier has 4 spots to actually hit him. 2 on the sides, 2 on the inside of it. Basically, the wings and then, I guess, the inner parts of it. You want to be trying to hit the wings, because those do the most damage. The ones on the inside do slightly less damage, and sometimes that can make the difference of you going to the missile spam phase or not. So if you can, try to hit the ones on the outside, but if you don't, no biggie, because sometimes you can still get away with it. And as you see, I'm already firing it, and I haven't even locked on yet. So one thing to note is that during most of this fight, I just spam square the entire time, especially for the 5-shot. I am spamming square to make sure that I am getting them off as fast as possible. As you see, I'm not even locked on yet, and I've barely even seen him, but as you can see right here, though, we have boxes right here. So yeah, you want to be hitting these 2 boxes right here on the outside. I like to go on the one right here because you're just closest to it. Do not go for these if you can. So just go for these outside ones if possible. Now, first 2 shots are pretty straightforward. Just do them as fast as you can. Once it gets to the 3rd shot, things get a little bit interesting. I'll just play the video a little bit. So fire, lock on. Now, after the second one hits, and again, keep in mind, I'm mashing square through all of this. So once that second shot hits, after the second shot, or sorry, excuse me, the 3rd shot, after the 3rd shot, I am immediately moving. I'm not even waiting for that last one to hit, so sorry, but after the 3rd shot, you're going to move in a position, I'd say, and this position can be kind of varied. It has some leeway. I don't really have a exact cue or like a little like visual cue for it, but you kind of want to be aiming at a 45-degree angle upward, and you want to be firing a non-lock-on shot. And again, this is going to be immediately afterwards, so you are still spamming square throughout this entire thing. After that third shot, you see right here, I'm firing, and he is still right here. He will be running into the missile here. And again, after the fourth shot, I immediately turn. And this one I do not spam because I need to get in position. So for the very last shot, do not spam. So for the first 4, spam square as fast as you can to just try to get the shots off. But as you see right here, I am already facing towards strut D. And he's not even here yet. So this is how fast you would want to be, because you want to get that 5th shot off, because this is what can make the fight really fast, is if you get this 5th shot off. So he'll be flying over here pretty soon. I fire the missile, and I immediately move towards him. As long as you lock onto him in a good amount of time, you'll be okay, but you cannot wait on it. So I'm going to fire, hit the lock-on, and once I see it going down and I hear the lock-on sound be constant, I actually unequip, and I grab the ammo pack personally, because that's just a little bit faster. It doesn't really change much, it just makes you going to the next part faster. So I unequip, and the hit happens, and I'm already running towards this little ammo box right here. And, like, you actually don't have to do this, because we'll be going right underneath here, and after the, I guess, bombing phase, if you want to call it that, you actually have to go up here again, and you can just grab this and then get back over here, but I just like to grab this right now, personally. But, like, if you're having trouble with it, then just grab it later on. But anyway, so we're going to be dropping down towards these transformers below. Let's see, okay, so the aerial view. So you would walk over there, go into hanging, and you skip the cutscene, whatever. Now, for this very next part, we're going to get 2 shots off after the cutscene, and my cue on knowing where to actually stand, or like where to actually be, is by this little separator right here. So you want to be within this box. Well, actually, you can't, because you redraw that. So as you can see, the transformer is right here, and I'd like to be in this little box area right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually drop down, and then you'll be holding down, and you'll go and you will lean towards the transformer, let go, and then go to the stinger, because this is kind of specific. So you want to be in that little box area. After that, I go to the stinger here. Now this is very important. For these next 2 shots, you have to be in this little square right here. And you have to be essentially aiming right here. Like, there's not a lot of leeway, and you can't, like, you know, be kind of halfway, but, like, you want to be aiming right here in between this little, like, space right here. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier, but Sons of Liberty North American release, you cannot do this strat. Whenever I will be running that game in the near future, I will make an updated video on how to do this exact strat for that, but for the time being, there is nothing yet, because on the NA version, this, for whatever reason, does not work. It's a bug, and I just don't know why it doesn't work. But so for PlayStation 2, Sons of Liberty, North America, you cannot do this exact shot right here, so there's something slightly different, but that'll be for another video. So I'm going to put the video back to full speed, and we're actually going to be listening for Solidus to actually say the word die, and once he is probably through DI part of die, then you can press X and then spam square, but we're going to listen to it just that way you have a kind of clear knowing of, like, where to actually do this at. So let me just put this back to normal speed if I can. As you can see there, as soon as that happens, I press X and I spam square. And this will be locked onto him immediately. And I'm also spamming square currently because after that one hits, I want to get the second shot off, which I'll go back down to half speed just to show. So that one's about to hit. It does. And as you see, I'm already lined up with it perfectly right here. So you may have to adjust this a little bit, going a little bit up, but after that one hits, immediately like you would be pressing square immediately, and I'm again spamming square for a lot of this fight, and this is one of them. I'm just spamming square. And then that one is going to hit. Once you hear the lock on, follow it. You can then unequip and start going upstairs. As the bombs drop, and the bridge is somewhat destroyed, and as you see, the second hit just happened. So, if you did not do it already, grab the box right here. And then if you did, you want to be staying pretty much where I'm at. So, say like this area-ish. Because this is important because we are going to get 2 shots on him, and then he's going to fly over us. And we're going to do a very specific strat that will be using a certain audio cue. So once we are in this little boxed area right here, he's going to say, I'll let you go out in style. I'll put this back to normal speed so that way you can actually hear the audio cue. And again, you can see his little trail. We'll be going over here. Now for this, I do not spam. Reason being is that for the HE collection, for whatever reason, this can sometimes be very finicky. I have found most success whenever you are directly across from him, and if you delay the first shot just a little bit. And that's why I do not spam here, because spamming, I sometimes miss the second shot and it just doesn't connect for some reason. So after that one hits, then I press square. And it's a little bit slower, but I just find it safer and you have more success with that. So you saw me unequip here. Reason being is that whenever you actually hear those 2 missiles going towards you, you'll be hearing a kind of offset beeping sound, and it'll be like going, you know, beep, 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 but eventually they will become one coherent drone. Once that happens, I use that cue to actually pop out and to get iframes in order to avoid taking damage from the missile, and in doing so, afterwards I go back to the Stinger missile launcher, and I fire it in front of me. Doing this, the Harrier will actually be running into the missile, and you get a free shot off. I'll show that right now. And you see, immediately afterwards, I am already on the Stinger. Let's slow this down again. So, and that's a little bit tricky timing to actually do that, but that is what you really want to do, is that you want to be popping out and immediately going back to the Stinger. As you see, I fire immediately in front of me, and then he is hit, and he is going further up. So then you're going to get 2 more shots off here, and then there's just one more little tricky shot to actually deal with, and then we're done. As you see, he's almost dead. Okay, so for this next shot, there is a slight issue. So strut D is like way in the way, and we don't want him to go to the missile spam phase. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock onto him, and then we are going to do a hook shot. And what that basically is I am locking onto him, and I am shooting somewhere else, and the missile is actually going to follow him and then go towards him, and that will kill him. So I'll show you right here. I'm locking on, as you can see. And I actually fire here. So with that the missile path is going to work is that it's going to go here, realize, oh wait, something needs to be killed because there's a lock on. It's going to hook over here, and bam, right here, going to hit him. That'll be the end of the fight. As you see, the fight's over. Health gone. There are variants of doing this without doing the overhead shot, and I will show kind of what that looks like. Here we go. So again, the same premise throughout this fight. It's just once he goes over here, close to normal speed and unmute it. Yeah, see, no overhead shot, so just getting these off. I actually didn't do enough damage throughout the fight anyway, so I actually need to do 2 shots, which is a problem because right here, You want to be firing close to him, but these can be kind of troublesome. So yeah, that is the difference though, is that little overhead shot is usually the main difference in skipping this phase right here. But you don't have to do it, just the overhead shot is a little bit harder to actually do, but if possible, it would be really nice to actually do it, and only having 1 to 2 shots during this phase isn't that bad either. I just want to see more people have faster Harriers. As you can see, I'm trying to hit it and it... and even that, like, it was just kind of sloppy towards the end because I'm so close to him and he's moving around and is very, very weird trying to hit that. But that is the 5-shot Harrier, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any questions, please message me either on Twitch or on Discord, and I'll be happy to either help explain or any like concerns about the video or any concerns about the strat itself. I'll be here to help, and feel free to ask me.